Day 11. Here we go. Here in Utah, gonna go hike some, see some fun things in Salt Lake City, probably go to Salt Lake. Got a lot planned today, so stay tuned. Gonna be a blast. Here we go. Yeah, so as I said there, day 11, here we are, Salt Lake City. I took that in the morning as I was on my way to the Gloria Falls Trail. And here's me kind of on that. Gorgeous place, great hike, a lot of good views. Love mountains, love hiking, all that. So that was a great way to start my morning. I got up pretty early in the morning at like 7, maybe 7:30, because it was about 45 minutes or so to the trail. So I got up there and hiked it for a bit and enjoyed this. Here's a video just of what the waterfall looked like. And then here's one as I kind of ascend the waterfall and am just taking it in. Alright everyone, we're here at the top of Gloria Falls waterfall. Gorgeous up here. I decided to climb up because I love waterfalls and just thought this would be really cool. So this is awesome, y'all. Stay tuned. We got more to see. So yeah, I had a great time up there. The trail ends at the base of the waterfall, but I decided, as I said there, just to climb up. Had a lot of fun doing that. Just kind of rock climbing and free climbing, which was pretty cool. And then got these kind of views from up there, which was the best part. So that was a great way to start my day in Utah. And then I kept going and went to this park that was recommended to me by some people. Just some different sculptures and stuff, as you see here. Just a really weird, interesting, small little park that was worth seeing. And it was on the way to my next destination, which was Antelope Island. That was my favorite part of the day. That was awesome. I hiked 2 or 3 different trails. One of them here. Hi y'all, just made it to the top of Buffalo Point Trail in Antelope Island, surrounded by the Great Salt Lake. Absolutely gorgeous up here. Really cool. So yeah, gonna chill out here for a while and maybe come back and watch the sunset, but I love it. So beautiful up here. So stay tuned. Yeah, so that was actually, I think, my second trail of the day, or of Antelope Island, because you could hear in there I was a little out of breath and had been hiking for a bit, because that one was all uphill because it was up to the top of a mountain. So I was having a great time. I did see a bison on this hike, and that was pretty neat. And there are bison statues right here, which were nice. And then before I left, there's 2 more things I wanted to do there, which one of them, there was a Bison Island Grill Burger place where they would give you bison burger, and that was amazing. I love bison burger. And then right after that, I wanted to go in the Salt Lake because I had to say I've been in it. So here's kind of me at the Salt Lake, and if you look, it's kind of crazy. There's so many small little gnats and bugs, because watch me walk right here and watch them just fly away as I do. It was every step was like that. That was kind of wild. But then, here was me kind of after the Salt Lake. Here at the Great Lake Beach. Pretty cool. A lot of rocks though, so wear shoes if you ever do this. But regardless, cool to see the Great Lakes. Got in for a second, just stuck my feet in the water and felt really nice. So yeah, so far, really good day here in Utah. Still got a few things left, maybe just one, but we'll see how the day goes. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, as I said, I just kind of stuck my feet in it. But as I also said right there, wear socks and wear shoes if you're ever gonna do that. I was not thinking about it, and I went barefoot because I didn't want sand in my socks and shoes, and that was painful. Like those rocks, it was either rocks, which was really like painful on your feet, or the sand was so hot that it was like burning, and there was no in between. So that was my advice to you: is wear socks, wear shoes if you're ever gonna go in the Salt Lake, because it will be painful if not. So I wasn't there long at Salt Lake itself because I just wanted to say I went in it because I had some more stuff I wanted to do. And by this time of the day, it was already early evening. And so what I did next was went to a recommendation from several of my friends who've been to Utah, which is a go to these natural hot springs. The I was gonna go the night before when I first got into Utah, but my friends sent me to the wrong place on accident, just miscommunication, so I didn't get there. But I did go and I found it. Here's some kind of photos and videos of it, and it was a really cool place. What I didn't know, was that it was a private property. Didn't realize that. So I get down there, and one of the guys I see is like, "Oh, hey, welcome. Did you get permission from the kings, the people who own this place?" And I was like, "Huh?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's private property." And I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I can leave." And he was like, "Nah, don't worry about it. Just if you see what I'll tell you is just if you see any trash, pick it up." This guy was one of the guys who actually helped kind of facilitate these hot springs, and so he was just like, "Yeah, just pick up any trash or anything, and don't leave any trash, and you'll be fine to stay for a bit." And I said, "Oh, thanks." So we got to talking, and I just got to hear his story, which was cool. And then he had left and everyone else had left, and I just stayed for a while and kind of watched the sunset in the hot spring because that was really relaxing after what had been a very long, almost 2 weeks. But even though it was a lot of fun, it was still exhausting. So I just kind of enjoyed that time, and it was nice because the river right next to the hot springs was cold. So if you got too hot, you could go cool off in the river and then get back in the hot springs or whatever. So I did that a lot. But then, wild story, while I was in the hot springs, this was when I thought everyone else had left, but I had sat down for a while. I turned my phone on Do Not Disturb because I wanted to just be in peace for a minute, but then I wanted to see what time it was, so I went over to look at my phone, and as I stand up, because the phone was like outside of the hot spring right next to me, so I stand up and look to my right where my phone is, and in one of the pools, a few pools down, there's two people having sex in it. And I was like, oh my gosh. They saw me as I looked over, made eye contact with me, got up, and ran off with their stuff screaming. So I didn't know what to do at that point. So I just kind of sat back down in my hot spring, and because they ran toward the direction of the car, of like where I parked and stuff, so I was like, I'm not about to run out that way, and you know, yeah, no. So I just sat in the pool for a while more and enjoyed some more calm and peacefulness. And then after probably another half hour, because I wanted to make sure they were gone, I went back and left and got some food in downtown. So this was downtown. There was just there's a ton of these little like horses and stuff, but I thought this one was funny, just a Coca-Cola horse. Um, and I ended up eating dinner at a restaurant where the guy I was talking to actually recommended, and that was really good. And then I get back to where I was staying, which were with these people, John Paul and Nathan. I had actually never met them before, but they were friends of another of my friend, and he asked if I could stay with them, and they said yes. So that was just a cool blessing just to get to stay with them, and they were really cool people. We ended up that night staying up till like 1 or 2, just talking. One of them went to bed, and
the others stayed up and just talked because we were actually very similar. He loves movies, loves video games, loves all sorts of things that I do. So we actually just spent several hours just talking about favorite movies, favorite games, like just our life story, whatever. It was just really cool just to get to have that conversation with him and just get to know him and kind of thank him for letting me stay at his house. So, yeah, that was day 11 in Salt Lake City, and day next up is day 12 through 14 in Denver. It's my Denver section next. So, stay tuned. But thanks for watching the Salt Lake City, Utah section of this trip.